James May has been living in Hammersmith, West London, for almost a quarter of a century, where he'd like to stay until the end. But he has a secret life elsewhere too. James May has been best known for speeding around the world in supercars on the Grand Tour with his co-stars Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond. But in his downtime he likes to retreat to a tiny village in Wiltshire, called Swallowcliff. To say that it's secluded is an understatement. There are no shops, post offices, dentists, doctors' surgeries or even ATMs there, with residents forced to travel 3 miles to Tisbury instead. Meanwhile, you can forget buying a home there, because, at the time of writing, there was none on the market. Even nearby Tisbury is remote, with such little light pollution out in the countryside that the local train station is an official dark sky reserve and constellations can be seen in the surrounding sky with the naked eye. There's only one main public building in Swallowcliff aside from its church, and that's the Royal Oak Pub, which he bought shares in back in 2020. Finding himself isolating in the village during the pandemic, he joked that if he hadn't stepped in to buy half of it, he would have found himself without a local pub. The decision ended up placing him head-to-head with Jeremy Clarkson, who opened his own country pub in the Cotswolds in August 2024, close to his diddly squat farm. In spite of being surrounded by fields and nature, it's barely a half-hour drive from the famous cathedral city of Salisbury, which has put it on the map with tourists from as far afield as Singapore. The pub, which boasts plenty of locally sourced produce, also has 6 guest bedrooms where visitors can stay. The menu includes a £75 steak which playfully claims to be the Chateaubriand of Wiltshire and an £80 Laurent Perrier La Cuvée Brut from the Champagne region, which is sold with the words, "For those of you that don't really care how much wine costs, look no further."